So a live look at America Reads the Bible in Washington, where hundreds of people are taking turns reading passages. They're reading the entire Bible over the course of 7 days. President Trump will read his passage this evening. Some are entertainers that are in the mix here, including my next guest, actress Candace Cameron Bure. She read from the book of Genesis. Watch.
And Noah went in, and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives with him, into the ark because of the waters of the flood. Of clean beasts and of beasts that are not clean, and of fowls and of everything that creeps upon the earth, there went in 2 and 2 to Noah into the ark, the male and the female, as God had commanded Noah.
Well done. No surprise. Candace joins me now. She's national spokesperson for America Reads the Bible and CEO of Candy Rock Entertainment. Candace, great to see you again. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about this whole experience and how it's happening and how people can tune into it to experience it themselves.
It is such an exciting time in history. Never has this been done, to read the entire Bible from Genesis to Revelation in such a public platform, to join all Americans together. You said it, from entertainers to government officials to pastors to moms and dads to educators, nurses. It's American people reminding ourselves of who God is in our life. And this isn't about a bunch of perfect people reading the Bible, just the opposite. We're a bunch of imperfect people reminding ourselves that we need to be humble. And God is the God above all else. And so you can live stream this anytime for free on pureflix.com. It's going through until Saturday. It is 84 hours of continuous Bible reading. And it was honestly one of the biggest privileges of my life. It felt bigger than any stage I've spoken on to read the holy words of God from the Holy Bible. Felt very honoring.
I think it's really cool. I mean, people could just kind of turn it on in the background as they're going about their day over the next several days, and it just sort of permeates your life and what you're doing, and you get to listen to the Bible, which is really, I think, a great way to do it. You know, one of the things we talk a lot about is what's changing among young people, and the enthusiasm among young people in particular is such a sea change, because for so long the churches were losing all of these young people. But look at this. Just a few years ago, only 28% of young men said that the religion was very important to them. Now it's up to 42% of young men. What do you see happening here, Candace?
It's incredible. I think the younger generation has the ability to try everything in the world, even to the point of not knowing where their identity comes from or who they are. And with that has come so much anxiety and worry and distress in their lives. And so this Gen Z is actually going back to the basics, saying, where can I find peace and joy and really the fruit of the Spirit? And they may not know it, but that comes from the Bible, that God gives us that peace overall when we follow His ways. And so more young people are realizing that. They are having encounters with God, and it is so exciting to see.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. I read the Bible, you know, I listened to it actually from front to back a few years back. But one of the things that strikes you when you do it that way is how similar these times are, right? When you feel like everything is sort of chaotic and that people are turning away from God, He always sort of pulls everyone back over the course of you know, all of history.
It's true.
Right?
God is such a patient God, and when you read the Bible in chronological order, it is the greatest love story you'll ever read in a book, because He is so patient throughout the ages, throughout the years, and He's still patient with each and every one of us today, just waiting with open arms. So He calls every one of us, and all you have to do is call back to His name, and He's there.
Well, you're very inspiring, Candace. Thank you so much for joining us today and for being part of this project. I hope everybody checks it out. Great American Pure Flix, and you can watch this whole streaming experience. Thanks, Candace.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.